is all right. All right. We give y'all praise, glory, and honor. We thank y'all for yet another day, another Shabbat. We're giving him glory, praise, and honor. We're getting ready once again to go into the word of the Most High. And we are praying and lifting up right now. We pulling down the strongholds that comes against this broadcast when we start streaming. We don't have that problem while we just sitting here or I'm on the line. It always want to tell me there's an issue when we start streaming live. And I understand with summertime, there's more people's on the internet, but that should not be an issue. So we thank and we praise y'all right now for yet another time that we can come before the throne of the Most High, bringing forth His word to His people, asking Him right now to uh, for the Ruach, which is the teacher in the earth, to take us through the lesson, open our eyes of understanding. As let me go ahead and put up my banner. I forgot to put the banner up. Go ahead and do that. Our word for the day is fear not, Israel, for I am with you. Coming from Isaiah to remind us again, Yah is our deliverer. He will deliver us. He does hear the cry of his people. So we give him praise, glory, and honor. We thank Yah for all the good greatness that he's done and doing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in and see where we go from there. So I think and I praise the Most High, for the opportunity always, al- oops, okay, always to be able to come before the throne and before the peoples of the Most High. Because when we come before the people, we come in before the throne of Yah as well. So I just want to thank him for the opportunity that he do allow us each and every week. Sometimes 2 times a week. Sometimes we have I think I'm gonna start calling a spiritual shutdown. Like we down a month or so. But here again, we keep moving forward in the things of the Most High. That don't stop us from talking about the word of the Most High, even if we are not online. We give y'all praise and glory. So at this point, we thank and we praise as the word go forward that you have the opportunity to hear something that will help you, encourage you, or to enlighten you, or you enlighten someone else with what you hear. So we are going to have our Koti, our Yah to come and bring forth our scriptures today, and after that, I'll come back and we will begin to talk about the word today. It is Israel being encouraged, because this is the time that we got to encourage our people. We also got to let our people know they better get themselves in order. That is the most important thing, to be in order when y'all return. At this point, we can go ahead and get started. I don't know what that sound. You got on the fan?
That's my air condition.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right, you can go ahead and get started. I
All
know I
right.
had a fan.
Coming out of Isaiah, the 41st chapter, starting with the first, going down to the 29th verse. And the first verse says, "Keep silent before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment." Verse 2, "Who raised up the righteous man from the east, called him to his foot, gave the nation before him, and made him rule over kings. He gave them as the dust to his sword, and as driven stubble to his bow. 3, he pursued them and passed safely, even by the way that he had not gone with his feet. Verse 4. Who had wrought and done it, calling the generation from the beginning. I, the Yahweh, the first, and with the last, I am he. Verse 5. The eyes saw it and feared. The ends of the earth was afraid. Draw near and came. Verse 6. They helped everyone his neighbor, and everyone said to his brother, be of good courage. Verse 7. So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smoothest, smoothest with the hammers, him that smote the anvil, saying, it is ready for the soldering. And he fastened it with nails, that it should not be moved. Verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Verse 9. Thou, whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant. I have
Mm.
chosen thee, and have not cast thee away. Verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy Yahweh. I will strengthen thee, yes, I will help thee, yes, I will behold thee with the right hand of righteousness. Verse 11. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be
Mm.
as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Verse 12. Thou shalt seek them, and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that warred against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. Verse 13. For I, the Yahuwah thy Yah, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Verse 14.
Hallelujah.
Fear not, thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountain and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. 16. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Yahweh, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. 17. When the poor and the needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Yahweh, will hear them. I, the Yah of Israel, will not forsake them. Verse
Mm.
18. I will open rivers in high places, and fountains in the midst of the holy valley. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land springs of water. Verse 19. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, and the shutted tree, and myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the fern tree, and the pine, and the box tree together. Verse 20. That they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of the Yahweh had done this, and the Holy One of Israel had created it. Verse 21. Produce your cause, says Yahweh, bring forth your strong reason, said the King of Jacob. Verse 22.
Mm.
Let them bring them forth. and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former thing, what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, and declare us things to come. 23. Show the things that are to come thereafter, that we may know that we are God's. Yea, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed, and behold it together. Verse 24. Behold, ye are of nothing, and your work of naught. An abomination is he that chooses you. Verse 25. I have raised up one from the north, and he shall come. From the rising of the sun shall he call upon my name, and he shall come upon prince as upon mortar, and as the potter treadeth clay. 26. Who had declared from the beginning that we may know, and before time that we may say, He is righteous. Yea, there is none that shows. Yea, there is none that declares. Yea, there is none that heareth your word. Verse 27. The first shall say to Zion, behold them, and I will give to Jerusalem one that bringeth good tidings. Verse 28. For I beheld, and there was no man, even among them, and there was no counselor, that when I asked of them could answer a word. And the final verse 29. Behold, they are all vanity, their works are nothing, their molten images are wind and confusion.
All praises to the Most High Saints. We thank y'all for the word that's been read before our hearing. He said, blessed those that heareth the word and do them. We thank and we give y'all the praise and glory, honor him because he has made all things possible for those that believe. And this word come today, as it said, fear not Israel, for I'm with you. So as long as we can know this and understand this, whether we see things happening fast as we desire them to, or things are happening more towards and geared towards us as we see, the Father wants us to know in His Word for us to have no fear. Do not allow yourself to get fearful of these things that's happening because we know if we understand the Word, we know these are end time things. And that's why we got to understand also that the Antichrist is already in the land. Yahushua told us that. They say he coming, as his word stated. Say he coming, but he said, I tell you, he's already in the
Yeah,
earth.
yes, he did.
He been working in people against Yah and against Yah's people. I don't understand why we can't get that. Yes, it might appoint somebody, but that don't mean anything. That spirit is already working and have been always working against us. We don't have to wait for the Antichrist. Our Antichrist has always been fighting against us. It's just getting to be more targeted now, more so after the slavery, because slavery we really was targeted. But now we have always been targeted. Now the enemy is heating up the cause again, because it's all about who we are as a people. The word that states to us that we are Yah. We belong to the Most High. And anything that Yah has deemed his goes on the attack. So we got to understand that. Because the enemy hates what belongs to Yah. Because you got to understand he was one of the beautiful cherubs that ever they talk about how beautiful he was. He was beautiful. As they say, beautiful, beautiful. He was the most beautiful angel, but he got beside himself. And he didn't want to be he didn't want to be have the heart and mind like Yah. He wanted to be him. See, that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right when you say, boy, I like that. I would like to have one like that. Don't say when you say I want to have that one. That's dangerous. Because now you willing to do anything to take from who who have what you want, as we call it, spirit of covenants. And let's get into the word today, and let's go through these scriptures and see what all the y'all say concerning encouraging his people today, of the atmosphere that we are in, not the atmosphere coming, but the atmosphere that we're in is only going to intensify, saints. We already in the atmosphere, just going to intensify. So we must know and understand that this word and the words that has been coming is for the encouragement of his people. Also, there'll be times that he will tell his people, to repent, because the time is at hand. We don't have time to mess around, because we in an environment that hates us for real. They're not kidding. You think
They
they're
sure
kidding?
ain't.
They're not. And somehow people act like they're surprised.
Hmm.
I mean, we walking in the truth. We know better now, but we
Oh
see
yeah.
some of them ones out there still on the Christianity band, and like they be so surprised because the people tell them they can't come in their place or
Hmm.
mistreat. But if they was getting the correct teaching, they'll know why. They've been known why.
That's right.
It's really not because you black. It's because you an Israelite. It's because you belong to the Most High Yah, and the enemy knows that.
That's
And he
right.
does have children too. So let's get into the word. It said it started with the coastlands. Because y'all know where his people's at. He know where he has set his people.
She bought
He
too
said
long.
coastlands. Listen to me. Listen to me, he says. What do you mean by listen? He said, listen to me, Isaiah 11:11. He said, then it will happen on that day that Yahweh will again, he said, recover the second time with his hand. The remnant of his people. He's talking about the remnant of his people. And he goes on to say, he said, who will remain from Assyria, Egypt, Pathros, Cush, Elam, Shinar, Hamat, and from the isles of the sea. He still got peoples in the places.
Yes, he do.
He talking about my remnant in all these places that they're still there and been scattered abroad. Because Judah the only one, listen, Judah is the only tribe in Benjamin that has been scattered abroad. But these other ones are still there. He telling you that where they are still. And he goes on, he said, let's get out of that. He want us to know I'm talking to my chosen. He said, listen to me in silence. Because sometimes we talk so much we can't hear y'all speak.
That's right.
We complain, we can't hear him saying it's okay. It's going to be all right. Sometimes our mouth is just so occupied with complaints, and this woe is me and what we see. What we see can be very disturbing. What we see can get us upset. Yes, we walking in the truth, but it's still touching some areas in our lives, saints. It's still touching your livelihood, even down to whether you work or you are retired or you in Social Security, Medicaid, all for the poor and for the working class. why they gain richness. Like they said, if the one that musky one is left, the White House. Of course he left the White House, cause he done got all
Then,
the grants. Yeah,
mm,
that's his only reason that he was there. Now he gonna pursue, yeah, because he didn't have no money. Now he got some grants. He can go do what he want to do now. Habakkuk 2:20 said, "But Yahuwah is in his holy temple. He said, let all the earth be silent before him." What do you mean by be silent with your complaint? He know what we are going through. He know and understand. Just make our request unto do. Come to him and say that, Father, you see this. You see, but we know what their end is because what your word has said. You only thing you do not want to hear nobody, even in their natural, complaining all the time.
certainly don't.
Now, how much more you think our Father want all is complaining? In Zechariah 2:13, he said, "Be silent, all flesh." He said, now he being more clear. Be silent, all flesh, before Yahuwah, for he is aroused from his holy habitation. He know what's going on. You don't have to tell him. He knows what's happening, saints. He understands what's going on with his people. And he understands what's going on with the enemy and the plots and the plans of those that was setting up things against his people. And he said, let the people gain new strength. What did he say? Let the people, his people. He said 40 and 31 of Isaiah, he said, yet those who wait for Yahuwah, he said, if they wait on me, will gain new strength. If we wait, y'all gonna give us some new strength, saints. He said, they will mount up with wings like eagles. And what he said, we're gonna run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. That's why they're not going to understand it and do all this crushing and all this stuff to us. But y'all say, if you be silent before me, I'm going to give you some new strength. That's why they don't understand what's going on now. Why he's so silent. We got strength enough to be quiet, not to run out there no more with the help of nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Finally get some wisdom. Sometimes these things take a long time. And he let them come forward. Then let them speak. Let them come forward. Yeah, you got some strength. You ain't complaining now. He said, draw near, O nation, to hear and listen, O people. Let the earth and all it contains hear, and the world and all that what springs from it. Because when y'all speak, everybody listen. But the heathen, he said, come near to me. Listen to this, he said. From the first, I have not spoken in secret. Listen, he said, from the beginning, I have not whispered, I haven't spoken in secret. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He said, from the time it took place, I was there, and now the Yahuwah, our Yahuwah, has what? Sent me and his spirit. He's talking about our Savior. He sent me and his spirit. Now we had him on the earth. Now we have what? The spirit in the earth. He said, let us come together for judgment. He said, come now and let us reason together. Let us think, let's talk about this, says the Yahuwah. He said, though your sins are as scarlet, he said, they will be as white as snow, because he's going to clean up Israel. He said, though they are red like what? Crimson, they will be like wool. I'm going to do a job for my people. I'm going to reclaim those people that the world said wasn't mine, but they are still mine. Because in the same passage, he let us know he didn't reject us. Yes, he turned his face away from us. Because if he kept looking, he would have destroyed us. Isaiah 43:26 said, put me in remembrance. That's what he telling us people. Put him in remembrance and let us argue our case together. He goes, oh, stake your cause. What are your what are your concerns today? And all of us pretty much got the same concerns right about now. I don't need you to be complaining to your brother, your sister. I need you to, what are your cause? State your cause to me, that you may be what? Proved right. Did you do anything to these folks? No, you didn't. You just mine. Isaiah 58, he said, he who vindicates me is near. Who will contend? Who gonna fight with me? See, that's the kind of mindset we gotta have. Who he said, who vindicates me is near. He who vindicates, who's gonna take care of us is near us, is Yah. Who will contend? That word, who gonna fight with me? Who will fight with us? He said, let us stand up to each other. Let us stand together. Let us stand in rank together. Who has a case against me? Let him draw near to me. Because when y'all judge, his judgment is going to be true. Who has aroused one from the east, and whom he calls what? In righteousness to his feet. He delivers up nations before him and subdues kings. He said he makes them like what? Dust, and with what? His sword, and as wind. He said as wind driven shaft with his bow. You want to know who going to fight with him? They're going to have, in other words, he tell them, listen, the one that's fighting with you don't have a chance. He said, I have aroused one from the north, and he has what? And he has come. And from the rising of the sun, he will call on my name, and he will come upon rulers. See, when Yahushua show up, he don't care where they sit. He will come upon rulers as upon mortar, even as the potter treads the clay. It's gonna be like, here again, what we said last night is that mortar, they're gonna be ground to dust.
Mm-hmm.
He don't care. See, we talking about a lamb coming. When the lamb come, now we talking now. Here come the ram. Isaiah 45:1-3 said, thus says Yahweh to Cyrus, his anointed. Now when he said his anointed, see, y'all anoint people to do something for his people. Don't mean necessarily they're his people. But he anointed him in that hour to what? To look out for Israel, to free his people, and to bless them. He don't care how evil he was. He said, whom I have taken by the right hand to subdue nations before him, and to what he said, and to loose the loins of kings, to open doors before him, so that the gates will not be shut. And he did that for Israel. He used Cyrus to free his people. Isaiah 46:11 say, calling a bird of prey from the east. He said, the man of my purpose from a far country. He goes on and say, truly I have spoken. Truly I will bring it to pass. See what y'all say? If I spoke it, if I said it to you, that I'm gonna help you, that I am gonna fight for you, that I'm gonna take down your enemy that comes against you, you can rest assured that it's gonna come to pass, because Yah said it, not man. Even though we may say some things and mean it from our heart, but circumstances will come in and cause us not to make good on it. But y'all say, I'm going to make good on it. He said, I'm calling the bird of prey from the east, the man of my purpose from a far country. He said, truly I have spoken, and truly I will bring it to pass. He said, I have planned it. This is what y'all saying. See, we just don't miss this word. All this stuff that we see right now that happened, y'all letting us know I have planned it. And surely I will do it. I'm going to bring it all up. I don't care how bad it look, Israel. I don't care how it look like you gonna cash out of here. It look like you're going to be defeated. And some might be defeated. As the word says, some will lose their life. But you got to rest assured you in the bosom. Y'all say he planned it. If he planned it for our good. Whether our life be taken or not, or what we hear when he show up. Long as we in his bosom, long as we walking in his righteousness, saints. And he goes on to tell us, he said, and I am the Yahuwah. I have called you into what? In righteousness. I will also hold you by the hand and watch over you. He said, I will appoint you as a covenant. Listen to that. He said, I appointed you as a covenant to the people, as a light to the nations. See, when y'all sit somebody over us, they have the same mindset. We have the same mind. We in a covenant. Y'all wrote the contract, saints. We are the one that have to accept the contract. The contract be laid out before us all day long. If you never sign the contract, I don't care how much you love the car, you love the house, or whatever it may be, it's not yours. Until you sign off on it, you become part of the contract. He said, a light to the nations. And that's what we call to be a light to the nations. He said, whom he called in righteousness to his feet. And he said, and he delivers up nations before him and subdue kings. And Ezra tells us in reference to this, what he's saying about delivering. He said, thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, the Yahuwah. He said, the Yahweh of heaven has given me all. Listen what he said. He gave me all the kingdom. In other words, he gave him power to destroy Israel's enemy. He has given me all the kingdom of the earth, and he has appointed me to build him. Listen, he done appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. If he did it once, says he's going to do it again.
Yes, he will.
If he pulled a king out and he made him king of Persia, he gave me all the kings. He even appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. If he did it once, he'll do it again. We got to understand we have help. I don't care if it don't look like we have it. We have help, saints. Number 3 say he pursues them. Pass it on in safety. By a way he had not been. Traversing with his feet. Say who has performed and accomplished it. He said calling forth what? The generation from the beginning. He knew from the generation even down to where we are now, which is in the 4th generation, saints. Calling from the generation from what's it, the 4th and the 5th generation. Because we got, listen, I got some 5th generation nieces coming. We already got 4th generation of nieces. And look, when you see here, the 3rd generation that keep bothering with me. While I'm online. He said, who has performed and accomplished it, calling forth the generation from the beginning. He said, I, the Yahuwah, am the first. And with the last, he said, I am he. I'm the one. I'm the one would bring all these things to pass. I don't care what noise you hear out there, what kind of screaming, what kind of penning they're doing to paper. He said, I planned it. I want y'all to remember that. Hold on to that. It's a plan of y'all. They don't understand. They think they doing something, but y'all say he planned this.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 40:20. He said, who has declared this from the beginning? Who set this up from the beginning?
Yeah,
That we might know he said, from former things, that we may say he is right. Because we seen it come to pass. Surely there was no one who declared. Surely there was no one who proclaimed. Surely there was no one who heard your words. He said, from the beginning, it wasn't nobody there to hear your words. Wasn't nobody. You declared this from the beginning. And these things we see now coming to pass. 44:7, he said, who is like me? So let him proclaim it and declare it. Yes, let him recount it to me in order. This is what y'all told. I'm challenging you, since you know it all, since you can call yourself a God.
Mm-hmm.
He said, from the time that I established the ancient nations. Ain't that something? The old nation. Now we want to look into that one. Because y'all tell me there was an ancient nation.
Mm-hmm.
And to this, Isaiah's ancient to us. But Isaiah telling us there's an ancient nation. See, I catch those things. From the time that I established the ancient nation, which was the time of Noah, saints.
Yes, it was.
He said, and let them declare to them the things that are coming and the events that are going to take place. Because see, they didn't believe it either. They didn't believe it going to come to an end either. But if you can go back and ask them, they can tell you better heed. 46:10 said, declaring the end from the beginning, he said. And from the ancient times, things which have not been done, saying, my purpose will be established, and I will accomplish all my good pleasure. Y'all see, I said all this for the beginning, and I have brought everything that I said so for the past. And we can see that, we can attest to it, because we are testimonies, we are witnesses of this word. And this word done told us about the past, and it's telling us what our present, and it's telling us our future. He said, calling forth a generation from the beginning. He said, I, the Yahuwah, am the first and with the last. He said, I am he. Ain't nobody else but me. Show me another. He said, even from the eternity, I am. 43:13. I am he. Even from eternity, I'm he. And there is none who can deliver out of my hand. That's why y'all say, if you pray, if my people that are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked way, and I will hear from the Shamayim first, I will forgive their sins. He said, I'm going to heal your land. If you want the land healed, we got to start praying. You want to turn around, we got to start praying. Because y'all say, I will be to heal this land if I hear the voices of my people. He said, I am he, and there is none who can deliver out of my hand. He said, I act, and who can reverse it? We can hurry y'all's hands on a lot of this stuff, saints. That's why we get before the altar and hang on the altar. If you tell me you got no in your heart all day long, your altar is built up before y'all. praying all day long against the work of darkness, declaring Yah's word, what he said back to him. You say you bring our enemies down. You say you'll make them our footstool, Abba Yah. You say you'll turn our mourning into dancing. And yes, the enemies have plotted against us, just as David said, they are plotting against me. Why you think y'all turn things around for him? Because he prayed. It wasn't overnight in a lot of cases, but David lived to see that he lived in what? Now rest, he was no longer a warrior. He lived that y'all put him in rest, took him out of the battlefield and got rid of his enemy and gave him rest. He said, even to your old age, he said, I will be the same. I'm not going to forsake you. See, they will forsake you. The world want to throw the old age to the curb. Put them in the coop somewhere, put them away somewhere. Yeah. But y'all say, even to your old age, I will be the same. I'm going to love you. I'll bring you up. I'll strengthen you. Yea, I will help you. And he said, even to your grand years, I will bear you. I will carry you. But that's what bear me. I'm going to carry you. Literally pick you up and carry you. I have done it, and I will carry you. Now, he gave you actually the word. He said, I will bear you, and I will deliver you. Even in your old age, I will raise you up, and I will give you strength. And they'll look at you like something. What in the world? You see, how is she doing that at her age? Because y'all kept his word. You thought they was out because they was at that age. You thought there was going to be no strength. Some of these people jump on these old folks and they beat them down. I saw way back a long time when his boy jumped on this old man. He beat him down. He jumped up and ran. He thought because he was elderly.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what y'all say. I would even in your old age. He said, I'm gonna be the same for you. So be encouraged, saints. Y'all don't care nothing about your age. He'll raise you up. He'll raise you up. I don't care. He said, even when you have grand hair, grand years, I'm gonna be with you. I'm not gonna leave you. The world leave you, and you get a certain age. They want to push you aside. As though they don't care what happened to you. They don't care. A lot of times, they don't even care if you stop it there. Because if they'll give you $23, you can't even buy what you're going to buy.
Tell, please.
Set you up for hardship.
Yep.
48:12 said, Isaiah said, listen to me, O Jacob. Now he's making it clear who he's talking about. Listen to me, Israel. He said, Jacob, even Israel, whom I called, I am he. I am the first, and I'm also going to be your last. You don't need nobody else but me. Trust what I do. He said, because everything that you see, according to his word, I planned it. It's part of my plan. But I want you to know, even in your old age, even where you sit right now, even your grand years, I want you to know, saints of the Most High, y'all covering everybody today. I want you to know I'm with you. I will carry you. Listen, I will carry you and bear you up. And not only that, I'm going to deliver you. Because I'm he. I am the one you need. Number 5, he said, the coastland have seen and afraid. Because you know, y'all got a lot of his peoples on the coast.
Yes, he does.
He gave the coastland mostly to Judah.
Mm-hmm.
When he said that, he said the coastland have been seen and afraid. The ends of the earth tremble. They have drawn near and have come, he said. And they have drawn near and have come. Let's get it back. Let's go back up here. He said, coastland, listen to me in silence and let the people gain new strength. In other words, don't you be afraid of what you see in coastland. They're talking about all these things gonna come upon this earth. They even talk about right now, and I've seen this myself, how water began to come in. I saw this in prayer. How the water rushed in, even came through New Orleans. It just rushed through the woods, and it was coming so fast, flooding. They're talking about the earthquake, the fault line. And matter of fact, I put that in my. That's another lesson. How they measure how it's actually cracking it is opening up even more now. And they're talking about that could happen anytime this year. You never know that the United States is going to divide. Well, it is going to divide. The East will be divided from the West. He said, coastland, listen to me in silence and let the people gain new strength. He said, let them come forward. He said, then let them speak. Let us come together for judgment. I want to let you know, listen, I know what's going on. I'm aware of the enemy because I have planned this. This is a plan. I want them to think they got the upper hand. I want them to think they got all the power. These are I planned them. They don't even know they're working for y'all, for their own demise. Ezekiel 26:15 said, thus says Yahuwah to Tyre. He said, shall not the coastland shake at the sound of your fall? And he said, when the wounded groan, when the slaughter occurs in your midst. See, because he had a problem with Tyre. See, Tyre was against Israel. Up there in the Mediterranean, around the Mediterranean, attacking the peoples of the Most High. He said, Ezekiel 26, and let me say this. Everywhere that the blood has been spilled of y'all's people, whether it been Israel, whether it been Judah, he gonna avenge that land gotta pay. They gotta pay. I don't care how good they think they are, how whatever they do, they can turn and do all they can do. Those debts going to be paid, saints. Because that blood is still crying from the earth. It's still hollering, avenge me. Even way back when, innocent blood. Not just this time now. I know we think about our time, but we also got to think about our ancestors' time.
That's right.
Innocent blood was shed. The end of the earth ain't yet. It's not yet. We talking Ezekiel. We talking Isaiah. They still got to wait till the blood been avenged as well. Ezekiel 26:16 say, then all the princes of the sea will go down from their thrones. He gonna pull them all down. He said, remove their robes and strip off their embroidered garment. It's time to come before the Most High. He said, they will clothe themselves with trembling. They will sit on the ground, tremble every moment, and be appalled at you. Oh, yeah, they're going to be afraid of Israel. When y'all get through, our enemies going to be afraid. They ain't going to know what to do. When they see this turnaround that Yah is going to be doing for his people, they are not going to understand, but all they can do is just take down, submit. But it's going to be too late for a lot of them. He said each one helps his neighbor and says to his brother, be strong. What we say in case being strong, hey, hold on, child, hold on. Y'all got this. He see what's going on. In other words, the word say tell them to be strong. Hold fast. That's our terminology to say be strong. Hold fast. Don't be discouraged. Number 7 says, so the craftsman encourages what? The smelter. And he who smooths metal with the hammer encourage him who beats the anvil, saying of the soldering. He said, it is good. And fasten it with what? Nails, so that it will not totter. See, it's time to encourage one another. Man, if you don't know y'all, it's time for you to get to know it. Because things get bad. Not only that, we encourage each other anyway, and start to forgive each other, because we gonna need each other.
Yes, we will.
Y'all letting us know he even tell us in here it's gonna get so bad for us. We gonna be thirsty for water, but he gonna supply it for us.
Yes, he will.
But he said we got to cry out when we get thirsty. Don't want us to miss that. He said when you die thirsty, he said, but when you cry out to me, don't get like the heathen, start complaining and fussing and cussing. You thirsty, cry out to me. I'll make sure you have water to drink. He said the man shapes iron into a cutting tool and does his work over coals, fashion it with hammers and working it with his strong arm. He also gets hungry and his strength fails. See, it doesn't matter how strong you are and how well crafted you are. When it come down to nothing to eat, when it come down to when you don't have anything to get to give, your strength and your knowledge is not going to help. He also gets hungry and his strength fails. He drinks no water and becomes weary. He's another shapes wood. He extends a measuring line. He outlines it with red chalk. He works it with planes and outlines it with a compass. He makes it like what he say, a form of a man, like the beauty of man, so that it may sit in a house. Listen, he can build. He's a builder of all fine furniture. He can measure. He know the measurements. He know how to build a sofa up. He build it down. He do the house the same way. He know how to lay the foundation of it. In other words, what he said, all your knowledge, all your craftsmen, all your wittiness, we still gonna face some of this stuff. But when we remember to cry out to the Most High, that's what's gonna save us, saints. When we remember to cry out to our Most High, not to start complaining about who's in the White House. He don't care nothing about the White House, the outhouse, the little house, the big house, the red house, the White House. He don't care anything about that. When his people start crying out to him, he moves. He done told us that. Number 8 says, he said, but you, Israel, my servant, Jacob, who I have chosen, descendant of Abraham, my friend, he letting us know, you whom I have taken from the ends of the earth and called from it remotest part, and said to you, you are my servant. He said, I have chosen you and not rejected you. He let us know, do not fear, for I am with you. Don't get like the heathen when you see all this stuff going forth. They crying this and they want everybody to help them. They don't forgot about it. It'll call us everything but the child of the Most High. But now where y'all at? He said, don't you get involved. I don't want you to get caught up with this. You my servants. I take care of my people. You're my people. He said, who is blind but my servant? Don't get blind. Don't get caught up and get blinded in the fact that you belong to me. Or who so deaf as my messengers, whom I send? Who is so blind as he that is at peace with me? Or who so blind as the servant of Yahuwah? He talking about his people. Don't get like the people. Don't get complacent. I'm doing this and you getting all upset. In other words, y'all saying to us, if you find yourself in all this fear, you find yourself that every time something come out, or you hear something, you trembling, you done took your eyes off of me because you were not listening to what I said. You done forgot about my word, what my word have said to you and about you. He said, my servant who I've chosen so that you may know and believe me and understand that I am he before me. There's no Yah form, and there will be none after me. I am the only one can help you. They can shut down every system, and that's what they're trying to do, saints. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to shut down every system. But that's all right. He said, he said, Jacob, he said, my servant Jacob, he said, I have chosen you. You ain't got no business acting like the world. I'm the one chose you. You didn't choose me. I chose you. Number 10, he said, do not fear, for I am with you. And do not what? And do not anxiously look about you. In other words, don't start looking around and thought, who gonna help me? Who can help me? Who can do this? Don't be anxiously looking about. He said, for I am your Yahuwah. I will strengthen you. Surely, he said, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you, Israel. Surely I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. You don't have to look nowhere, because I'm going to help you, Israel. He said, do not fear, you worm, Jacob. He's going to repeat that again. You men of Israel. He said, I will help you. Declares what? The Yahuwah, and your Redeemer is what? Is the Holy One of Israel. He telling us straight up. What do you say? Why he call him a worm? Y'all ever seen an earthworm? He mess around and find himself out from under the dirt, out from under the covering. He scraps trying to find somewhere to go and end up dying in the sun.
Sure
trying
will.
to find somewhere else. No, you stay. You stay under the blood. What you say, you don't see your way. You stay with y'all. Don't start looking around. Don't skirm your way out of the presence of the Most High, trying to find help elsewhere. He said, your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel. He said, thus says Yahuwah, who made you and what? Formed you from the womb. Who will help you? Do not fear, O Jacob, my servant, and you, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. He said, don't you be afraid. Thus says Yahuwah. He said, in a favorable time, he said, I have answered you. And in a day of salvation, I have helped you. And he said, I will keep you and give you for what? A covenant of the people, to restore the land, to make them inherit the desolate heritage. He gonna make people do that for us, saints. Just like he did Cyrus, he gonna make them do it. They're gonna be glad to do it. We build up theirs, he gonna make them build ours up. He goes to Psalm 89:13. He said, you have a strong arm. He's your hand is mighty. This is David. He said, your right hand is exalted. And it's going to be exalted against our enemies. Because every time They don't understand these storms and these hurricanes, these tornadoes, these floods. They're going to get more and more intense for everything that he's doing to y'all's people. And they're going to get the blunt of it. They think it's us going to get the blunt of it. Yeah, we're going to feel it. But we have, the word done told us what to do, not to look nowhere else but to look to y'all. He said, righteousness and justice are in the foundation of your throne. He said, loving kindness and truth go before you. We just have to remember to call on the name of the Most High. Don't start looking around, because you look around and everybody talking this and everybody talking about that. You will start complaining too. We don't have to complain. What we have to do is stay before the face of our Most High Yah. He said, behold, all those who are angered at you will be what? Will be shamed and dishonored. He telling you now, they're gonna be ashamed and they're gonna be dishonored. Because see, we don't have the power of the pen. They do. We don't have the power of the pen. And he said, those who contend with you will be as nothing. He letting us know right now, they're gonna be as nothing. And will perish. See, that's the blessed part with us. We don't have to worry about that. Behold, all those who are angry at you will be what? Be shamed and dishonored. He said, they will say of me, only the Yahuwah of righteousness and strength. He said, men will come to him, and all who were angry at him will be put to shame. Y'all gonna make these people be ashamed of what they've done to his people. You hear me? But it's gonna be too late. Because this next verse, he said they're gonna perish. He said, those who contend with you will be as nothing and will perish. Perish means be destroyed. They're gonna be up here say they're gonna be angry, will be shame and dishonor. Here said they're gonna be nothing and perish. He said, you will seek those who quarrel with you, but you will not find them. We can give him glory right now. We don't have to wait till this battle over. We can shout now with praise and glory.
That's right.
Because there's gonna be a day around for you are not gonna see them. And a lot of this, he's gonna get rid of them even while we yet live, before the world even before he come back. Because he's fighting against them now.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Surely he will.
Sit down. He said, you will seek those who quarrel with you, but will not find them. Those who war against you will be as nothing and non-existence. He goes on to say, for I am the Yahuwah your Elohim, who upholds your right hand. I'm the one that got you held up. And we have to understand that. Isaiah 42:6 say, I am Yahuwah. He said, I have called you in righteousness. In other words, regardless of what happened, regardless of what go on, I want you, Israel, to stay in righteousness. In other words, stay in character. I will also hold you by the hand and watch over you. He goes on, and I will appoint you as a covenant to the people, as a light to the nations. And we are the light of the nation. Even though they hate us to our guts, to their guts. How you going to hate on somebody that never done nothing to you is just crazy. I wonder how many them say they asked, they said, wait a minute, have these people ever done something to me? I mean, me personally. I know I hear people talk about all this stuff, but personally, have they done anything to me? You got some of them asking that question to themselves now.
Yeah, it is.
Like, no, they ain't never done that to me, but why all this hate? Because some of them changing their mind. That's the ones that y'all has appointed to change their mind. Some of them ain't gonna change their mind because he knew them from when they came as a child. Can y'all hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, because this screen did a little whatever.
Flip flop. You can still hear, mother. Let me know. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. She said yes
He
right
goes
there.
in 13 and said, "For I am your Yahuwah, who upholds your right hand, who says to you, do not fear, I will help you." He keep telling us, he remind us all day today, I'm gonna help you. I don't care what
Okay, thank
situation
you.
you're in. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you come up again, where you find yourself. He said, I'm gonna help you. Don't fear, I'm gonna help you. And we got to understand, Father, if this gonna be, you say you plan this, and I'm caught up in this, and I'm part of your plan. I know you gonna help me. I know you did. I know your righteous right hand is gonna uphold me,
Yep.
even though I be facing these things. Cause they got time. All the job codes going at the end of this month. They gonna get rid of all job codes. Now all those people gonna lose their job. All the children, that was just a worthless experiment, waste of experiment. That's a waste experiment.
No, it wasn't.
So you taking all these trouble off the street where they can still go and get counseling and education, and you saying that's a worthless experiment. Everything that consider our people or the poor is worthless. Is a worthless experiment. Well, that's all right, because y'all are gonna make that same mouth confess his fault and be ashamed of what he's done.
Like you already doing.
Because he got the power. He the one abusing it. He said, "Behold, I have made you a new shop." He said, I'm in 14. He said, "Do not fear, oh you worm Jacob, you men of Israel. I will help you, declares the Yahuwah. And he said, and your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel." That's the only Redeemer we have, saint, and he's our only help. We don't need no other help. Because what we need, y'all will put on somebody's heart to come and bring you water and sit on your doorstep. You don't even know where it came from. When you cry out, y'all will send somebody to your house. You don't know anything about them. He said, I got this covered, saints. Y'all have it covered. He said, do not fear in 14. Let me finish. He's I will help you, declares the Yahuwah. And he said, and your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel. That's the only Redeemer you need. Behold, he said, 15, I have made you a new sharp threshing sledge with double edges. This is what he said. I made you. What did he say? I have made you a new sharp threshing sledge with double edges. He said, you going to cut them going and coming. Now they want to mess up. Every time, yeah, that's all right. Y'all going to cut you today. Every time, saints, y'all says, when this word go out, this thing cut like a knife. We got to
Mm-hmm.
understand it. It cuts like a knife to them. He said, you will thresh the mountains and pulverize them, and will make the hills like chaff. That's what y'all say he's going to raise his people up to do. That's his saying. Don't get mad with us. Y'all say that's what he's going to do for his people. You should be kinder. Like the woman said, I know why my people, they're so afraid. But they're afraid that they're going that the blacks going to do the same thing to them that they have do to us that they done to them.
That's
Yeah, that's
right.
their biggest fear. And they're right. According to when y'all release that to happen.
Yes, he will.
Arise and thresh, daughter. He said, arise and thresh, daughter of Zion. For your horn I will make iron, and your hoof I will make bronze. I'm gonna give you some strength now, Israel. But that's the daughter of Zion. I'm finna give you some power. Your horns, your authority will make iron, and your hoof will make bronze. That you may pulverize the many people, that you may devote to the Yahuwah their unjust gain, and their wealth to the Yahuwah of all the earth. Oh yeah, they coming down. You better enjoy your heaven now, because this is where your heaven is. But according to this word, y'all gonna do this. And he said, who gonna stop it? He said, you will winnow. We hear that word again. We had that word last night. You will winnow them, and the wind will carry them away, and the storm will scatter them. He said, rejoice in the Yahuwah. He said, Jeremiah 5:12, he said, I will dispatch foreigners to Babylon, that they may winnow her and what may devastate her land. For on every side they will be opposed to her in the day of her calamity. And who we call Babylon? They ain't gonna find nothing. Everything they gonna have is gonna like the winnow away what they doing to us with the pen. They ain't gonna have nothing. They ain't gonna have nothing.
That's right.
He said, I will dispatch foreigners. I'm gonna dispatch foreigners to Babylon. See, we ain't gotta fight them, because y'all gonna dispatch foreigners to them, that they may winnow her and may devastate her land. For on every side they will be opposed to her in the day of her calamity. See, I love it. Y'all gonna let us see it. They gonna take them down. Y'all gonna give us the strength to fight against them as well. And that's what they're afraid of. He said the storm will scatter them, but you will what? What y'all say? But you gonna rejoice in Yahuwah. You will glory in the Holy One of Israel. Now that make me think of Psalm 91. He's Isaiah 25:9 says, and it will be said in that day, behold, this is our Yahoo, for whom he have waited, that he might save us. That is the Yahuwah for whom we have waited. He said, let us rejoice and be glad in his salvation. Isaiah 35 says, and the ransom of Yahuwah will return and come with joyful shouting to Zion. And we the ransom of Yah. With what everlasting joy upon their head, they will find gladness and joy, and sorrow and sighing will flee away. You ain't gonna be sad no more. You ain't have to sigh about, well, man, I'll be glad when it's over. Sleep. Hold on a second. Oops. Mm-mm. I'm trying to get to my 17. He said the afflicted and the needy are seeking water, but there is none, and their tongue is parched with thirst. He said, I, the Yahuwah, will answer them myself. And he said, as Yahuwah of Israel, I will not forsake them. He said, I will open rivers on the bare. This is what y'all say he's going to do to us, for us, while the other one go through. See, they're going through while Yah is open doors for his people, saints. He said the afflicted and the needy are seeking water, but there is none. And their tongues is parched with thirst. He said, I, Yahuwah, will answer them myself. This is what I'm going to answer them myself. As the Yahuwah of Israel, I will not forsake them. I see my people in distress. I'm going to help them. I will open, he said, rivers on the bare heights and springs in the midst of the valleys. Where there ain't no water, I'm going to put some water there for my people. I will make the wilderness a pool of water for the one that I love. Hallelujah. He said, and the dry land fountains of water. Everywhere you look, we're going to have more water than we need. We ain't worried about this and all this tainted water. We ain't got to worry about drinking this water that y'all going to supply for us as everybody else going through. We just got to hold fast and believe what Yah has told us. Psalm 107:35, he said he changes the wilderness into a pool of water. Now, this the wilderness we talking about. And a dry land into the springs of water. Isaiah 35:6 said, then the lame will leap like a deer, and the tongue of the mute will shout for joy. For waters will break forth in the wilderness and streams in the. Now, this is saying something. I don't want to jump over this. The lame that can't walk now, he said the lame will leap like a deer. I don't want y'all to miss this. And then he said, in the tongue of the mute, the one that can't speak, that one gonna shout for joy. He says, for the waters will break forth in the wilderness and streams in the Arabah. Which means to me, if you worry about how you're going to get there, you're going to walk there just like everybody else. You can't speak and hear. You're going to hear and you're going to see just like everybody else. Some changes going to be made even then among y'all's people. Isaiah 35:7, he said, the scorched land will become a pool, and the thirsty ground springs of water in the heart of the what? The jackal. He said, Israel's resting place, grass becomes reeds and rushes. This is what y'all going to do for his people. 19, he said, I will put the cedar in the wilderness. He's in the acacia tree. He said, now that acacia tree grows in the south, y'all. It grows in Florida. It grows in the south. He said the acacia and the myrtle. I got a myrtle tree sitting right here in Georgia, right here on this side of my house. That's where they grow at. He said in the myrtle and the olive tree, I will place the juniper in the desert. He said, I'm gonna put all of them in. These things, and why is he giving us the trees? I want us to understand why he's giving us these trees. He said, I will place the juniper in the desert together with the box tree and the cypress. Those are southern trees. Those are Georgia trees, a cypress and a fir tree. These are all trees that grows in the south, saints of the Most High. He said, together the box tree and the cypress. First of all, he said, I'll give you every tree and every herb for what? For your food and for your healing. What he said? You go pull a leaf off, whatever ails you. See, we don't even utilize the trees the way we supposed to go, because all that was taken away from us. Oh, but y'all bringing it back now. But he said, I'm going to set those trees and stuff. It's going to be in the wilderness as well. Let's look at it. He said, the wilderness and the desert will be glad. And the Arabah will rejoice and blossom. This is a little tree. The Arabah tree, I should have looked that up. Because I think that Arabah tree is that big old tree that's in Africa. It's a big tree. I don't know what it looked like. Let's see, can I pull that up? Because I'm interested in knowing what that Araba tree look like. Arbah. Yeah. See what an Araba tree look like. Calling the Araba tree. We call it Sega palm in my front yard. If they calling this an Araba tree, Sega palm, because they grow low. And I got one that look like that got real big, like with fern sticking out, look like a pineapple now. Now see, I didn't even know that what they call. I call them Sega palm. That's what we call them down here. Boy, they sure have us ignorant, didn't they?
Mm.
Well, I just learned something right along with y'all. I know one thing: you don't pull up no Sega tree or palm tree. Just tell me you gonna go up there and cut it, because his root will bend down and stand back up. It take a real
Mm.
storm to bring it up.
Sure enough.
He says he changes. He said he changes a wilderness into a pool of water and a dry land into a spring. Let's get over here where he's talking about. I'm in the wrong place. He's in Isaiah 55 and 13 saying, instead of the thorn bush, the cypress will come up. And instead of the nettle, he said the myrtle will come up. And it will be what? A memorial to the Yahuwah for and what? An everlasting sign which will not be cut off. These are blessed trees.
Yes,
It's
they
going to be
are.
a sign unto Yah. It's going to be a memorial to Yahuwah for an everlasting sign which will not be cut off. These are stable trees. He said, together with the box tree and the cypress. He said that they may what? See and recognize and consider and gain insight, as well as the what? The hand of the Yahuwah has done this. And the
Yes.
Holy One of Israel created it. Isaiah 45 says, then the glory of Yahuwah will be revealed, and all flesh will see it together, for the mouth of Yahuwah has what? Has spoken. 43 and 10 tell us, for you are my witnesses. We declares Yahuwah. That's why we are the witnesses of Yah. And he said, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you may, listen now, John, so that you may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no God formed, and there will be none after me. You are my witness that I'm the only one. Oh, we give him glory. What a wonderful position to be in. To be this witness that y'all, first of all, he chose us as a people, chose us to be a light in this earth, and chose us to be a witness of his glory. That's why we're hated so. It ain't because of our skin. It's because the thing that Yah had declared over us to be. And the enemy hates us for it. See, the world don't think they made it like it's a black and white thing. No, it's not. It's a righteous and an unrighteous thing. That's what this is. It's a Yah thing. It is a Hasatan thing. That he hate the people of Yah and all his children. He done put in them to hate us too.
Yes,
and they go around telling other nations that hate us. This is a spiritual war, saying it's nothing about color. It's a spiritual war. See, the enemy tried to take out, he's really taking our focus on what this war is all about. It's not about you being a black, or they done made it that, but that's not what it's about. We got to get to the root of what this thing really is about. And he said, 21, he said, present your case, the Yahuwah says. Bring forward your strong arguments. The king of Jacob says, he wants us to bring forth, state our case. Isaiah 44:6, he said, thus says Yahuwah, the king of Israel, and his redeemer, the Yahuwah of hosts. He said, I am the first and I am the last, and there is no God beside me. Ain't no other God. Everything else been made up by man. I'm the only one, and we are the witness to that. That's what that. See, we know that the one that know him knows that. We know. Well, that's what it said. They did the other night. They gonna when they find that out, they gonna get rid of them altars. They gonna crush them stones.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna throw out them pot of herbs that they around there burning, and come back to the true Yah. He said, as for the former events, declare what they were. He said that we may consider them and know that their outcome, or announce to us what is coming. See, we supposed to know. We supposed to know what's happening in this world, that because we are witness of Yah and Yah's behavior, and we supposed to know his word and understand. Because we're supposed to be the teachers of other nations of people. And the other nation, when they get it, they can teach their own people. But they're not supposed to be teaching us. We see them flocking. And they sit up all the institutions. They sit up on all of that. That's going to be the next thing attacked. See, when they make all these big bills, nobody going to read them. They got 400 and 500 pages, 1,000 something pages, 5,000 pages. And they talking about we are not reading it. They ain't reading them either, because they read them. They would have known. They would have never put that man in there. If they'd have read it, even if they'd have read it, they don't tell us time we don't read. Y'all read either. If y'all read it, y'all blinded your eyes so y'all didn't know what was going on and voted in y'all demiser. 22 said, let them bring forth and declare to us what is going to take place. As for the former events, declares what they were. He said that we consider them and know their outcome, or announce to us what is coming. 23. Declare the things that are going to come afterward, that we may know that you are gods. Indeed, do good or evil, that we may anxiously look about us and fear together. In other words, in this fear here should be reverent. Jeremiah 10:5 says, like a scarecrow in a cucumber field are they. He said, and they cannot speak. They must be carried because they cannot walk. Do not fear them, He said, for they can do no harm, nor can they do any good. You afraid of the wrong thing. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
let know you afraid of the wrong thing. When you in me, really in me, I'll fight for you. What do you think you talking about heaven? This is not just about feeding us. I'm gonna fight against your enemy. I'll cause them to run in a ditch and be the end of them on their way to do something to you. Or run the red light and he gone instantly. See, we gonna see, he gonna let us see the unseen. When they was about to come out against you and he took them out.
Mm-hmm.
About to break in to do you harm, but he the one did them in.
Yes.
Look at the angel. And they probably in the sun was silent somewhere. Man, they think something wrong with them. We don't know how y'all fighting for us. We don't see all that y'all doing for us. That's why he said, "Trust me. I know your end. I know what you need. I know your enemy's address, and I see the plotting even when you don't see it. When they're up at night while you asleep, they're up and dividing your hurt. I'm in their meeting. I'm listening at their conversation. I know it all." He said, "Do good or evil." He said, "They can't do good nor evil. It's a scarecrow. It's made up by man." He said, "Behold, number 24. You are of no account." Wow. This we talk about enemy. You are no account. And your work in your work amounts to nothing. All that you're doing go amount to nothing. He who chooses you is an abomination. Psalm
Mm-hmm.
111 says, those who make them will become like them. Everyone who trusts in them. That's why all of them get together. They just they come together. They don't even know what all the calls about. They just get together.
Exactly.
Never consider you going out there to murder some of y'all's people because you got a black syndrome going on. Then he said, those who fashion a graven image are all of them futile, foolish, and their precious things are of no profit to them. Even their own witnesses fall to see or know, so that they will be put to shame. They went up in there. I can't. What the name of that place? They went up in there. I don't know. It's a place in Ohio. Where this place at? Up in that black neighborhood. The police don't even go up in there. They told them don't come back up in there. We can police our people. And they gonna come up there with trucks and jump out.
Hmm.
They jumped out and went and ran out. When everybody came out. Old, young, no, you won't come up in here. Somebody should let them know.
Hmm.
And they got people walking around, but the whole neighborhood came out. No, you won't walk these streets. Somebody should have told you. Everybody's not afraid of you. See, that's the point. They don't understand. They think this way back when, and this young generation they're not scared of anybody.
Mm-mm.
And that's a lot of times that's their downfall because they don't know how to respect their parents, and they don't know how to respect the elderly. First Corinthians 8:4 say, therefore, concerning the eating of things sacrificed to idols, he said, we know that there is no such thing as an idol in the world. He said that there is no God but one. You eat things sacrificed to idols. That's why we have to be careful, saints. That's why you pray over your food. Because a lot of this meat, they stuff they put in there, that stuff that been sacrificed to idols. And you don't even know it. And y'all, he know we have to go buy food. If you don't grow it yourself, you don't know what line it comes. You don't know what happened to it. We don't have a clue. That's why we give it to the Most High. Was it therefore concerning the eating of things sacrificed to idols? We know that there is no such thing as an idol in the world, because y'all is the only one. That's something man-made. He
That's
said
right.
that there is no Yah, no Yahweh but one, ours own. You give it to him, let him purify it. We worship him. We don't worship idols. Well, I'm a vegetarian. I'm this. What do you think they do? They burning the vegetables too.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it all.
Yeah.
The food is the number one thing that the witches deal with. 25 say, I have aroused one from the north, and he has come from the rising of the sun. He will call on my name, and he will come upon rulers as upon the mortar, even as the potter treads the clay. And he goes on 26 and say, who has declared this from the beginning, that we might know, or from the former things that we may say he is right? Surely there was no one who declared, surely there was no one who proclaimed. He says, surely there was no one who heard your words. Father, we wasn't there when you declared this. That's the other word that we say. You wasn't there. Nobody was there when I made this declaration. Nobody can tell me what from what. I know what I'm talking about. He said, let them bring forth and declare to us what's going to be take place. As for the former event, declare what they were, that we may consider them and know their outcome, or announce to us what is coming. We won't know that unless we come till we in the presence of Yah, as we stay before Yah in His Word. Because Yah, listen, some things Yah ain't released to us yet.
She'll have it.
He let us know, He giving us the understanding to keep our eyes and keep coming to Him, that He will open our eyes of understanding. That He's revealing some things to us. And 27 says, formerly, he said, I said to Zion, behold, here they are, and to Jerusalem. He said, I will give what? A messenger of good news. And Isaiah 48, 3 to 8, I'm just going to read 2 verses. He said, I declare the former things long ago, and they went forth from my mouth, and I proclaimed them. He said, suddenly I acted, and they came to pass. So in other words, ain't nothing new in the sun. Yah has already planned it. He already wrote the script for it.
Yes,
He just said, suddenly I act, and they came to pass. See, it's already written. It's a lot of things we ain't seen yet, but he letting us know when you see it. So, listen, it's already part of the plan. It ain't new. I have already declared this. So orange popsicle is not new. He part of the plan. We got to understand these things, saints. All that stuff that's going on in Washington is a part of the plan. Y'all just suddenly acted, and I don't care how he got there. He allowed it to be there. And it's not like you're going to get the best if he wouldn't have got there anywhere. All both of them ain't nothing but they in the hoops together. These people get in the room together and laugh and talk and put on this show like they hate each other. Where the people divide, but we got to understand that they already picked who gonna be who. It's a pony show when they talk about this mess. They already know whether or not who gonna be next, if there ever be a next. So we don't need to even thread ourselves over that foolery. I know I don't. They can do what they want. I don't care what they do. I don't cast no votes. When I learned that, we don't put no man over us. Cause whatever he do, you gonna be held responsible. Cause you helping him do it, or helping her do it. He said, Isaiah 49 say, give yourself up on a high mountain, he said, O Zion, bearer of good news. He said, lift up your voice mightily, O Jerusalem, bearer of good news. That's who we supposed to be. The bearer of good news. He said, bearer of good news, lift it up and do not fear. Say to the cities of Judah, here's your Yahuwah. He's the only one going to help you. He's the only one going to deliver you. He's the only one going to bring you out. And you following dumb idols. You follow behind what liars say. You going and coming every week and you don't see it and change it because you following the wrong one. He wants us to know. 28 says, but when I look, there's no one. And there's no, he said, there is no counselor among them. Who, if I ask, he said, can give an answer? If I ask, who can give me an answer? Isaiah 52 said, why was there no man when I came? When I called, why was there none to answer? He said, is my hand so short that it cannot ransom? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, I dry up the sea with my rebuke. He said, I make the rivers a wilderness. He said, their fish stink for the lack of water and die of thirst. Why are you going over trying to, you running and here and there trying to find a God to help you? Israel. You mean to tell me you ain't no answer? Ain't nobody can say, man, don't go over there. We seek y'all. Why was there no man when I came? Where were you? Over there seeking your help from somebody else or something else. When I'm here to help you. Isaiah 59:16 say, and he saw that there was no man, and was astonished that there was no one to intercede. Then his own arm brought salvation. That's what we're talking about Revelation. And his righteousness upheld him. Because who wasn't nobody fitting to come but the Lamb. See, we lean on the arm. That's why we lean on the righteous arm of the Most High. And that righteous arm is Yahushua Mashiach for us. He's Isaiah 6:3-5 say, I looked, and there was no one to help. And I was astonished, and there was no one to uphold. He said, so my own arm brought salvation to me. Yahushua brought salvation to y'all and to us, to redeem his people back to himself. Wasn't nobody. He said, my wrath upheld me. My anger upheld me. And he goes on to say, Isaiah 40 and 13, who has directed the spirit of Yah, or who are as his counselor has informed him? Who directed the spirit? What do you mean, who directed the spirit? Who talked about the goodness of Yah, the spirit of Yah that comes and abide within us? The spirit that comes to teach us while we yet in this land. They give us the what? Divine understanding. With whom did he consult, and who gave him what? Understanding. And who taught him? He said, who taught him?
That's the
In the
Ruach.
path of justice, and taught him knowledge and informed him of the way of understanding. It was our Yahusha, when he showed up, he taught us the way.
Mm-hmm.
He laid the foundation for us. He did it. He was the counselor, the Prince of Peace, the mighty Yah. He said 29, our last verse for today. He said, behold, look, all of them are false. Their works are worthless. Their molten images are wind and emptiness. Anything outside of me, you can't get no help. It's futile. Israel, Yah's our only help. He's our only way out. He's the only one that has a plan for our deliverance. He's the only one who can bring us out from among our enemies. He's the only one who can have protected us in the midst of our enemies. Don't you know we're here because y'all say we'll be here? Because if they had their way, it won't be none of us here. It won't be none left. You got some literally say if they can, they will get rid of every one of us. This word say, fear not, Israel, for Yah is with us. Not only is he with us, he will help us. Your enemy may wish your demise. But if y'all say no, it's wishful thinking for them. Useless thinking. As the words say, all of them are false. Their works are worthless. Their molten image are wind and emptiness. Listen, we stay with the word of Yah. We stay in the presence of the Most High Yah. He said, Isaiah 2 and 8 say, their land has also been filled with idols. They worship the work of their hands, that which their fingers have made. You know they are. They made up Jesus. They can do what they wanted with him. They can make it any color they want to make it. When you tell them the true Messiah, they get upset. And they want to come out and fight you. But I thought you was a Christian. Don't pay that no attention, because that word have got more people killed, more y'all people murdered than any word, than any N-word. That word, because that all has been done in the name of Christianity. He said, their land has also been filled with idols. They worship the work of their hands, that which their fingers have made. Isaiah 17 and 8, he said, he will not have regard for the altars, the work of his hand, nor will he look to that which his fingers have made, even Asherah and incense stand. He goes on to tell us, Isaiah 41 and 24 say, behold, you are of no account. Wow. You ain't worthy to be accounted. You are of no account, and your work amounts to nothing. He who chooses you is an abomination. So when you try to get together against my people, you are an abomination. You leave your people and go over there with the other people to fight against your own. You are an abomination. You get in a hoop with one against my people who I chosen. You abomination. Be encouraged, Israel. Be encouraged today. Well, y'all say, I, for you to fear not Israel, for I'm with you. When you go through the flood, I'm there. When you walk through the fire, I'm there. When they come up against you, I'm there. When they make their plots and their plans, and when you lose everything, I'm with you. I want you to understand that I am with you. Whatever take place in your life, I know it's gonna look scary. I know it's gonna look hard. I know you get complex, but you got to understand I am with you. Fear not. Cry out unto me, he says. And he said, when I hear the cry of my people, I will act, I will be aroused by your voice. So let's arouse him up now. We give him glory, praise, and honor. We thank you for this word today. Do you have any input? Do you have anything you want to say?
No, but just about covers it. I just, you know, looking at and reading that and getting a better understanding of His Word. It just certain verses just make me want to just shout, just shout, 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 shout for the goodness of the Father Himself and what He's doing and what He will continue to do. That's why I keep encouraging people to continue to pray because that is our weapon. That
Yes,
weapon is getting stronger and stronger every day when you pray.
that's
We
right.
have to keep our heart and mind
Oh
stayed
yeah,
on
the
the
enemy
Most
build up
High.
his strength. Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Yes, yes. That is our weapon. That is our sword. That is definitely our shield. We got to use that weapon. Prayer, 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 prayer. Yes, it does.
Listen, prayer can go where no man has gone before.
Exactly. And the accomplished thing that we don't even couldn't even imagine.
That's right. That's the power of prayer. You can be sitting here in Georgia and pray for somebody in New York City and y'all deliver. That's the beauty about prayer. You don't even have to be there. You can pray for that person.
Yes, you could.
You can pray about this situation. You
That's
can
right.
pray that y'all protection upon you. Surround them. Keep them as they go out and come in. As they get busy about their day with life, set a hedge of protection around them.
Yes.
Our prayer is powerful. That's what we have. That is our weapon. The weapon of our warfare is not carnal, but mighty through what? Through Yah, through the pulling down of strongholds.
That's right.
We take those strongholds to Yah in prayer.
That's right.
So we give Yah praise and glory today. We thank Yah for the word. Fear not, Israel, for I am your Yahuwah. I'm with you, and I will help you. Yes, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. My righteous right hand. Listen, we don't have anything to we worry about because y'all gonna make them do what they thought they're not gonna do. See all this stuff? He'll make them rewrite their own laws.
Yes, He will.
But we give y'all praise and glory and honor. When he show us in his word about what he did to other kings concerning his people, he'll do that to these here. He just reminded us, I did it once, I'll do it again.
Oh,
So
yes.
don't get to that place where you think y'all don't hear your prayers, don't see your situation. I know the enemy want to make us put us aside and make us think we alone. That's a lie. He promised that what to keep us and never leave us. He
That's
said, Lord,
right.
I'll be with you even to the end of this earth. I will never leave you. See, the world taught you got to feel this, you got to feel that. You got no. This is by faith. His
That's
word say
right.
he won't leave us. And y'all said us by faith, fear not Israel, for I am with you. And believe that by faith, whether you don't see no change right now. He said, but when I make change, I do it quickly. I want y'all to get that too. The plan is already there, but when I move on the plan, I do it quickly. Because the plan is y'all's a plan is worked out. You plan things, you don't do everything at once, but you got a plan. So we thank y'all today. We give y'all all the praise and all this glory. Abba, y'all, we thank you right now for your word. We thank you that you remind us again that don't we have no right to fear. Because you have not given us a spirit of fear, but a love, power, and of a sound mind. And know what you have spoken over us will come to pass. You don't lie. Before your word fell, you made it clear that heaven and earth will pass away. Therefore, y'all, we can be assured that we can stand on what you have said to us as always, today and forever. Yeah, we may see it coming. Well, yeah, on the human side, but when it come to our soul, and He want us to be don't have no fear, even if our life is taken, saints. You know we got to really stay before y'all to ask y'all to give us that strength to stand in the face of our adversary, even if it
Yes.
causes our life.
That's right.
He said, "Fear not." He said, "I'm gonna be with you. I'm with you." I see them breathing out this. I see the plots and the plans. So we prayed, Father, take all fears away from me and let me stand on your word. Because your word, you didn't give me no spirit of fear. Now, this spirit of reverence fear, we fear him because he's the only one can kill both body and soul.
That's right.
He can take us out, all out. So we give him reverence. Hallelujah. With that said, saints of the Most High, we're going to say shalom and Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
saints.
shalom.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer works. The enemy tried to get out, tried to get us out of here, but he couldn't.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't do it today. The enemy he tried to come in, but he couldn't. Y'all be praised. Hallelujah. And shalom, Shabbat shalom, mother. Hallelujah. And to our viewing audience, don't forget to like and share, saints of the Most High. Shalom and Shabbat shalom.